Welcome to the XMTP Developer Community Call. Thank you all for being here. I'm Jay Ha, I work in Protocol Ops, and I'll be your host today. This call is being recorded for the convenience of those who can't attend live, which are quite a few. Our videos do get quite a bit of views once we post them to YouTube. So everything that you share today will have compounding effects. So thank you again for being here. We also like to share a link to our XMTP Code of Conduct at the start of these calls, and we observe this Code of Conduct anytime we have public gatherings of the XMTP community, and we really do just invoke the code in hopes of creating a space where everyone feels welcome, and feels comfortable to share their ideas and ask questions. So I'll go ahead and put that in our chat. And just one second here. Here we go. There we go. And I would also like, every few meetings, we take a moment to acknowledge our mission as a community, and we invite everyone who values open protocols, permissionlessness, and private and secure communication that you own and control to join this community and this mission. And also, thanks to a tradition started by Naomi, our VP of Engineering, we drop a new NFT on Zora at the start of every meeting, and it is free to mint. I'll put a link to our collection there, and you can take a look through all of the NFTs we have there. I think we have about 18 now, which is very cool. And now I'll stop sharing links and we'll get on to the main event. I'd love to hand it over to Eric from our GTM team and Fabri, our DevRel, to talk about and introduce us to all of the winning teams from ETHGlobal Bangkok.
Yeah, thanks, Jayha. I'll take it from here. So yeah, this was a highly AI-based hackathon. And all the projects that we are going to see today, they built really cool agents using Converse and MessageKit. Yeah, it was impressive to see, relative to other hackathons, how much the developers have merged into AI developers. So yeah, I think we are going to see some really cool demos. So I'm going to just introduce the teams. So is Lucy around?
Hey, hi.
It's Harsh.
I'm representing. Yeah. Hey.
Okay. Hey, Harsh. Well, yeah. Tell us about Lucy.
Sure. Is it fine if I just demo? Like, can I present my screen and just showcase our demo video which we got for ETHGlobal?
Yes, please.
Cool. Yeah. Let me know if you can see it.
Yep.
Cool. So basically, Lucy was it's an AI agent in the Converse application itself, where you can just talk and do all things DeFi. So as simple as like investing on top of Aave, or like bridging and like doing DeFi strategies and everything, whatever. So like we were like a team of 4 people. We built up like DeFi protocols behind the scenes. Then we added OpenAI integration inside it to like do the NLP. And then we were able to trigger those particular functions from a chat interface, because the simplest interface is a chat interface. So yeah, that's as simple as it can get. And yeah, we were able to win some prizes. So that's the fun thing. So
yeah. So what are we seeing in this video? You're doing investing strategies.
yeah,
swaps,
we are doing
bridge.
investing strategies, bridges, and also like sending anyone money, and like even trades, like even if you want to do trades from like swapping one particular asset to another. And so Lucy was handling behind the scenes. It was using token bound accounts. So token bound accounts is a merge for ERC 721 and ERC 6. So we use ERC 6551, which is like a smart contract wallet inside an NFT. So an NFT can have its own assets and stuff. So that way you can do like betting on top of Polymarket, and you do not have to manage any private keys. You just have to connect with your own wallet, which can be a MetaMask or something you already own. And a new NFT gets minted for you, which will take care of all your assets. So yeah.
Come again. So if you previously minted an NFT, and that NFT gives you like rights over the agent.
Yeah, yes, that's correct. And that NFT has all of its particular things as well. Like that NFT has its own assets. That NFT has its own ways to interact with the blockchain. So you don't have to manage private keys or public keys. So this is like the architecture, if you can see, about how behind the scenes it was working.
Nice. And you pre-funded the agent with money,
No,
right?
so whenever you come to the interface, we'll create a wallet right in front of you, and it will give you a public key so you can fund it. So like that is like the first command to like fund
Okay, you just send using any wallet funds to
any
the
wallet,
agent.
yeah, any centralized exchange or any of your own already existing wallets.
And it creates one for every user in commerce, right?
Huh?
Or no? Every NFT is unique to each user in the
Yes,
app.
yes, yes, yes.
Well, this is very impressive. Yeah. Congratulations on winning the prize. I don't know if someone has questions.
What are you doing with this? Where are you taking this? Is it something you're going to keep working on? I'm curious.
So basically we would like to have more features inside it. Like there are a few things which were on testnet, there were a few things which were on mainnet in this particular project, because like for testing purposes, as example, like Aave doesn't exist like on all the testnets. So that's why we wanted to do that. We are working on making the bridging smart contracts better. And yeah, that's like major work is around the back end, because like front end we just used a simple chat interface. So yeah, like having more DeFi strategies, having better DeFi strategies, and at the end, at some point, it will be able to like rotate and automate those strategies. So like our particular target audience would be someone who is extremely good at DeFi, or someone who is extremely novice at DeFi. Extremely novice for someone who just wants to interact with blockchain with using words. But if you are already good enough at DeFi, you'd want automation. So we would love to provide that as well.
Awesome.
I have a question, if you don't mind, if I can ask.
Sure.
Yeah, so if a person is extremely novice in DeFi, I think you just mentioned that we could use it to, interact with the blockchain, maybe send payments or invest, right?
Yeah.
But then I will have to have at least a wallet to fund the agent. Is that right?
Yeah, exactly. So that's the thing. So like
Yeah.
that can be another work, like having this as a Telegram mini app, having a connection to your Google account. So like having a particular social login wallet, that can be a thing. But yes, at the moment you still need to like fund the agents to like do things.
Got it,
So
got it.
yeah,
Cool, cool. Thank you so much. I just wanted to clarify that.
yeah, no pressures.
Where is the team from, Harsh?
We are based out of India, but like currently we are still in like the Singapore time zone because we were here for like some work. So yeah.
Awesome, awesome. Okay, that was again impressive. Congratulations on the prize, and yeah, thank you for building on top of XMTP, MessageKit, and Converse, and yeah, just like Silent applause for the team.
No, we can do a
Thank
vote of
you.
applause. I think the thing you said in your demo was that's it. It's just that simple. And I just think those are the best demos. I really love the simplicity of what you're doing. And then when you show the behind the scenes, how complex and how much work it is to actually make something that simple, is the art of it all. So congrats on building something that powerful yet that simple.
Yeah, thanks for that. So we took inspiration from Claude itself. Like Claude itself has a very friendly looking UI model and stuff. So yeah, and we wanted to have something like that, but behind the scenes we can have like all things blockchain. So like that was something which we took the inspiration from. So
Awesome. Thank you, Harsh. Thank you so much. Okay, let's go into the next one. So the next one was BasedAgent, a team from Argentina. They were also using NFTs, 1 NFTs per agent. And the interesting thing about this project was that you could transfer the NFT that was also the agent itself. It was a smart account. So you could transfer the NFT and then maybe they propose like a marketplace of NFT agents. So maybe an NFT agent starts making a profit and maybe it turns into value for the owner of the NFT, and then he can resell them. And the owner of that same agent that is an NFT, that is a smart account, that is powered by AI, can be transferred. And if it's making profits or it's onboarding users, then those are transferred to the new owner. So it was a really cool concept. We can invite them in other location. They were also, I guess, in Singapore, they had an event. So next up is the backpacker team.
Yeah, over here.
Hey, Ryan.
Should we? Hi, Fabri. Hi, team. Hi, everybody. Should we start with the demo directly? I mean, I'm not gonna directly present because before presenting, I need to show something. And I'm gonna be bluntly honest with you. In the last minute of the hackathon, there were certain crashes that usually happen in every hackathon project. And we weren't able to put it together back again because we're not touching the repository or we're not pushing anything because they have given us a timeline of 14 December. They'll check for plagiarism plagiarism, I'm saying. They'll check for all cheating and stuff like that. So that's why I'm going to show the video again in the end. But before that, let me explain you what a backpacker is. So basically, before I start, I have a quick question to everybody here. Have you ever heard of federated learning? Anybody here? Yeah, cool. So in case somebody who's new to this term, federated learning is basically nothing but a decentralized machine learning mechanism, right? Where this machine learning model lives locally on devices, trains locally, and sends back the weights of the training back to the central server, where these weights are then taken into account, averaged, and then you can perform operations on it. You can maybe train the mega model based on it. Federated learning is a very cool concept, by the way. So Backpacker is essentially a travel itinerary planner where users so the initial problem that we discovered was users might not be might be comfortable with sharing their itineraries or where they went, who were they like going with, or how much did they pay the fare for, blah, blah. So what we wanted to do is we wanted to take this stuff from every user, because right now, let's say if somebody is in Thailand and they want to try some authentic Thailand or Bangkok cuisine, what will you do? As an average human, you'll quickly Google up. Is that right? Thailand, authentic Thai cuisine near me, right? But you do realize that all the results that pop up in Google are just SEO clogged result. You see what Google wants you to see. Any restaurant which opens yesterday and pays $1 million for the SEO, they are on top of the list. That's it. Nobody knows if their food is even authentic or not. So the thing is that you can only verify authenticity, or you can only verify if something is actually true or what they claim is by local reviews. people who have actually went there, people who have traveled to places, people who have eaten food there, something like that. So the idea of Backpacker was basically we take this information from everybody, but we do not take this information in its raw form. That would be kind of breach of privacy, and blockchain in its true form is something that is against that breach of privacy thing. So we wanted to take this information, keep it there on the local devices of the users, train the model locally. There will be a very, very quantized model of quantized version of the model which will live on their phone or on their device. The model will get trained with all of this information. So basically, quickly, let me share my screen. Just 1 second. Is my screen visible?
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, okay, I don't think ETHGlobal lets you. Okay. So basically, wherever you've been to, this is a very, very prototype version since we, built the entire thing within 36 hours, brainstormed and everything. So whichever place you've been to, you can just quickly search it up, add your reviews like this. What was the place, description, ratings, and stuff like that. And then obviously this entire thing is incentivized. So you can add all the details. What transport mode did you select? How much did you pay for the fare? So that whenever somebody else is going, when they're planning the itinerary, they are also given an estimate. Okay, this is the estimate fare of a fare if you're wanting to travel to Kuala Lumpur from this particular destination, right? Something like this. You put all the information, and then this information is used to train a model locally on your device. When the model gets trained locally, the weights that are generated. Now, let me tell you what weights are basically. In simple terms, weights are a snapshot of the machine learning model at that given point of time. A config file, sort of. And it's a very, very minute of some certain KBs of file. Very easy to transfer as well. So when the model gets trained locally, the weights are then sent back to a Cartesy rollup. A federated learning model, which is running on a Cartesy rollup, which is again an independent Linux environment. These weights as a config file. Let me see if I can show you at least the config file. I think I can. Yeah, just 1 second. Yeah, the weights look something like this, in case you can see. Dense layer, 64 units, activation is ReLU, all of these stuff. These get sent back to the Cartesy rollup. And then these, all the weights that are sent from all the other models that are living on the devices of the users come to the Cartesy rollup, and then they get averaged, and the mega model is trained. And now then there is a communication between these local models and the mega model. Okay, this is called versioning. So basically this local model could be on an outdated version of the model. Basically, all the latest information that has been gathered, the mega model gets trained, and the model then gets to a version where it starts communicating, okay, I am at version 30. The local model says I'm at version 10. Let me then quickly pull in the latest model configuration. And that is where it pulls in the latest configuration. And here is where the Converse app comes in. Now, we wanted to make this entire user experience very seamless for people to be able to build an itinerary very smoothly, right? But to be able to build your itinerary, I need that information. Where are you going? How many days will you be staying? What is your dietary preference, right? Because let's say if your dietary preference is veg, there have to be users who also are veg, and they gave their reviews. Okay, I went to this particular restaurant, the veg cuisine was really good. And this is where Backpacker's AI agent comes in, which basically pulls in the latest models config, latest models weights, and then uses that to prepare an itinerary for you. So basically, I don't know if I can 2x this thing. So it asks me, where am I going? How many days will I be planning to stay there? And all of those stuff. I told the model that I told the agent that I'm going to Malaysia. They said, okay, what are the dates? 14 to 25, that's a probably 11 or 10 days tour. And then it just basically asks for some more information. What is your dietary preference? What kind of adventure, what kind of trip do you like? Adventurous or sightseeing or shopping, stuff like that. And then based on all of that information, it would, in the end, prepare an itinerary, which looks something like this. So basically, destination Malaysia, all of the information is present in the beginning. And then day one, arrival at Kuala Lumpur, settle in a budget accommodation, go to KLCC Park, everything. Now, if you want, it can also give you a even detailed itinerary based on time as well as mode of transportation. Okay, so in the demo video, you'll be able to see it also gives a time-based itinerary: 12 p.m. lunch on arrival, 1 p.m. visit to both the plantation and everything. So the entire point of building this on top of XMTP protocol and MessageKit was to have this seamless experience for users, not to understand this complex how the entire model is working in the backend, but just go chat with as if you're chatting with a person who has expertise in the travel world and everything, and then you get the best out of every person who has visited there. Like, if I have visited to Bangkok, I know certain secret spots that are not there on Google. You might dig deeper into Reddit and maybe you will be able to find it. But this model is being trained with the information given by the local people that have been there. So you'll get the best out of everything, no SEO cloud. That's all about backpackers. In case anybody has any question, I'll be happy to answer. By the way, my team is here as well.
I have a question, Raihan. So this concept of federated learning, it's amazing. And you could think of, because now everybody that talks to the agent is going to be providing training information, right? There is no like filter. Yeah. So you could think of a group chat that only people from that group chat, and maybe that group chat is gated. So only people who hold an NFT or who hold certain amount of tokens. So you could apply blockchain logic to enable filtering for that training, right?
Yeah, definitely. That's very much possible. In fact, I think we talked about this during the hackathon as well, where we could have this group chat sort of thing, where anybody visiting a particular place will have their own group and maybe a different sort of community. For example, if you're going to Bangkok and you are a VC looking to invest in certain startups based out of Bangkok, so there will be a group chat on Converse for VCs. But for that, you'll have to have that particular NFT to be eligible to join that group chat. And once you join that group chat, you'll be able to ask all the recent, what are the recent startups that you can fund into and stuff like that. And this could be actually so we start this from the travel sector, but this is a technology which can be applied everywhere. You are getting the information without actually breaching any privacy, because the information actually at the end of the day remains on the phone of a device of the users. We're just taking the weights of the model. And if I talk in technology terms, weights are nothing but 1 and zeros.
That's great. As you can see, ETH Bangkok was super fun. A lot of talented developers like Raihan and Harsh. We also have like a bonus track with Raihan, right?
Yeah, I'll do that at the end after everybody's demo. I tweeted something yesterday, and I think Shane had a look at it as well. I tweeted something about based agents, in case Shane, you remember something in yeah. So I have something to show in case I get time in the end. A small demo that I've prepared. This is a project that I started working on after coming back from ETHGlobal Bangkok, because I saw a potential of using AgentKit along with MessageKit. It could be a game changer actually. So I'll show that in the end.
Awesome. Thank you, Raihan. So let's see who's next. Yeah, the last project is called Xentinel Agent. Do we have the Xentinel Agent team?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we're here. So, okay. Can you see my screen?
Yep.
Okay. So we are team Xentinel Agent. We are trying to build a bot for streamline the entire multi-sig operation and also for post-deployment monitoring. And yeah, frankly, last time I joined XMTP Dev Co, I noticed that there is a client app called on it, actually doing quite similar stuff. So very exciting to have some discussion with them afterward. So our team have 2 members, Kevin, and we also have Patrick in this code. We're both full stack student developer from Taiwan, and the problem we want to solve is the current fragmented workflow between communication and transaction app when it comes to utilizing app like multi-sig. So currently, as a Web3 team or user, people may discuss on like Telegram, Slack, Discord, those different social app, I'll say. So you have to maintain several social accounts, and also message private key that's for sure, because you are using wallet, and then you have to propose on transaction on safe from end, and also you have to establish monitoring stuff on your own, maybe existing monitoring tools like OpenZeppelin Defender or some webhook. So we are thinking about some scenario like when it comes to security urgent cases. Let's say this is a very famous white hat hacker. So if you got notification as a protocol owner or the admin saying that your protocol may have some security issue, key compromise problem, you have to shut down your protocol as soon as possible, and you are using a multi-sig as an admin rule, then you have to you must handle stuff very quick. So in this scenario, time is money. So we want to build a solution that let people be able to do communication, transaction, also collecting the signature, and also post monitoring all in one chat room. So here's how where we use MessageKit and also Converse and the blockchain. So to unify the entire website operation by our solution. So here's our technical architecture. We will first have the safe signer create their signer accounts and register a safe multi-sig wallet. They can also do it in the group chat. So here's the initialization, and we also use ENS to do a human readable naming for our agent so that people can easily find our bot. And secondly, is the proposal and signing, so people be able to use the command line to propose a transaction. Then our bot will be able to parse it and then send a request to a friend server to generate some friend for visualization, because it's hard to read if we handle all the information plain text. And in here, we also do the pre-execution simulation, real-time simulation through Tenderly, and the simulation result will be able to also be able to see from the frame. So the signer will be able to know what they're exactly signing for and what will happen, what kind of asset will change, and what kind of USD balance will change for different wallet address. And all will be gathered into Converse, which is the XMTP client app for short. And so here, they can also do the signing and then execution through command line as well. So this is how we handle the safe multi-sig operation. And I'll let Patrick explain the webhook part and then the demo.
So when we use a webhook server to monitor any like transaction proposals or any executions, and after we detect such activities, our subscribers will be notified via email or directly inside the Converse app. And let's do the demo. I'll share my screen.
Okay.
Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so this is our agent, and let's see if there are any pending transactions. And we can see there's one transaction pending, and we can check the frame. Oops, I typed it again. So we can see out of the 5 owners of our safe wallet, 1 have signed. I have pre-signed this transaction, and we need 2 of the owners to sign. So I'll do the sign directly with our agent. And we can see it is signed successfully. I'll do the execution. And because I have already subscribed, after the execution, I should receive the webhook notification.
And we also
I'm-
show the simulation result.
So this is the webhook notification, and we can directly view it using the block explorers. So this is the execution, and this should be signed already. Yeah, so there are no pending transactions. And we can also directly propose any kind of transactions with our agent too. So something like this. And we can see there is 1 new pending transaction in our wallet to be ready to be signed. So this is our demo. Thank you for your listening.
Yeah. Hey, Patrick, can you also share how the simulation frame look like?
You mean
That's, yeah, you just click next.
this one? Okay.
Yeah, and also click the simulation. Because I think it's
Oh, yeah.
it's quite
one.
intuitive, so that people can be able to know what they are actually do. Oh, okay. So here, no balance exchange.
Oh, I
'cause-
missed. I didn't type the decimal point in
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's
proposal. Yeah.
that
But it
frame
should-
is awesome.
Yeah, the frame
That's a
should
great
show
frame.
the simulation of the tenderly execution, the simulation. So
Yes.
we have um, so this is
Yeah.
how the simulation should look like. We can directly see the
Yeah.
balance change, so the signers will have an idea what they are doing and what they are signing.
Yes, and they'll be able to see the supported ERC20 and ERC 721's asset change directly through Fran. Ultimately, we want to, because currently we cannot do transaction frame in the Converse app. So we are handling this through command line, but I think this creates some friction because all signers have to run their own bot to sign because we don't want to keep anyone's private key for sure. So they are required to self-host it because it's just an MVP. But in the future, I think the solution like Onnit, they are rebuilding the XMTP client app. So they'll be able to integrate customized signer like private, dynamic, those social login wallets. So people can just very easily have or manage their signer accounts, because typically we want using a signer account directly with the account you hold some, I'll say, coin or token. So for purely signing accounts, you can use those friendly tool, but it's not supported by Converse yet. So in the future, I think solution like Onnit will be great. We should rebuild our own client app to be able to support that one, and also support transactions frame, so that people can directly also sign in and execute the transaction through frame. And that's the I'll say the most seamless experience in the future. But right now, yeah, here is what we already built in DevCam.
Awesome. Nice, Kevin. These are definitely the best frames I've seen, and the most useful frames too. Like, you can see the value in generating these images versus, I think, just sending them through text. So yeah, big work, great work on that frame, and well, of course, on the backend. Yeah, so we don't have a lot of time. So let's go to the final demo with Raihan. And yeah, I'll let Raihan to introduce what this is about.
Yeah, thanks, Fabry. So basically, I built a very simple AI agent which lets you send crypto or swap crypto or do any DeFi action with natural language, which was the target, right? So right now, there is only one problem which I actually asked Harsh as well. Have you found a way for people to be able to fund the agent without actually having a wallet? I want to make it as seamless as it to be talking to your accountant. Okay, send this much money to this person, but Web3, right? Let me quickly show you what I've. And before that, let me give you just quick pre-context. The idea behind building this thing was to explore the potential of pairing up CDP, that is Coinbase Developer Platform, along with XMTP's protocol and MessageKit. So I used AgentKit, and since AgentKit is right now only on Python, only supports Python, and I have like decent Python expertise, so I built a Python server, fast API Python server on the backend, which has AgentKit agent initialized, and it interacts with a front end which is on actually MessageKit. And let me show you directly what I'm talking about. I hope my screen is visible.
Yes.
Yeah, cool. So the name of the agent is, by the way, BasedAgents again. Everybody can hear chat with it right now. I mean, it's live. I'll be probably open sourcing it after the conversation. So let's start the conversation with simple hey. Now, AgentKit, basically, let me just give you a quick context as well. AgentKit is a framework that has been developed by CDP, that is Coinbase, to be able to build agents on top of the CDP SDK. Basically, it's agent building process integrated with the CDP SDK, so you can send and mint NFTs and deploy and everything using natural language. And MessageKit perfectly pairs in here because we have this messaging interface. You directly chat with the agent here. No need to have a fancy front end or UI or anything. Let me show you what it can do and whatnot. Few things. AgentKit right now has limited capabilities because it's very, very new. Even in fact, just before ETHGlobal Bangkok, they launched AgentKit. Right now, AgentKit has MPC wallets created for users. So once you initialize the agent will have its own wallet, and that will be only one wallet. But I figured out a way to create one wallet for every user, because it does not make sense to have one wallet for the agent. I mean, I can fund the agent, and it seems like someone else is using the agent and just draining my funds if there is a common wallet toward the agent. So I figured out a way to have user-specific wallet. Every user will have a specific wallet linked to the agent, and every user will have a chat history which persists on a Redis database. Now, let me just quickly ask how much funds do you currently have? Now, anybody here willing to volunteer? Because I'd quickly like to send some USDC and receive some back just to show how easy it is. So right now it has 0.0027 ETH and 4 USDC. Let's see. Can you send 5 USDC to anybody willing to volunteer? Just give me your DNS.
I can volunteer.
Okay.
To receive it or to send it? I can volunteer to send it.
Humanagent.eth. Let's see. First, let's try to send you. Can you send 5 USDC to humanagent.eth? Now, it does not have enough funds to send. So we are expecting a frame back, asking, requesting funds from. Okay, you've got 4 USDC, but I need 5 USDC to send. Okay, I'll fund. Simple. So it will send back a QR code, basically, which anybody can scan and. Cool. So it has 4 USDC. It's asking for another 1 USDC. Anybody wants to volunteer, or should I do it? Fabri?
It's going to send it to myself, I guess.
No,
So-
actually, you're going to fund the agent, and then the agent will send it to you.
Oh,
Finally.
sorry. Yeah, let me do it.
In fact,
So
yeah. If you want to do, go ahead. But
I'm
let's
sending.
do one thing. Okay. Let me know once done. Okay. I just
Can I show
send-
something in between?
Sure thing. Let me stop my screen.
Okay, so I want to show you what's the flow, what's happening here, like what I did with my phone. So we don't have frame transaction yet in Converse. Yet we managed to use an Ethereum standard that is from 2018 that is basically allows you to deep link into wallets and works in mobile only, but allows you to is going to trigger MetaMask or Coinbase Wallet or Rainbow Wallet. So this is how it looks. I'm going to share 2 quick videos. This is how it looks from. Can you see my screen now?
Yeah.
Yep.
This is how it looks.
I think this is the second video.
Yeah, so I scanned the QR code. That was fast. Again, if you tap the frame button in the frame, it's going to pop up the Coinbase wallet the same as it's going to happen the same as if you scan the QR code. You scan the QR code, this pops up a USDC transfer on Coinbase wallet in this case because it's like the wallet I most used. Actually, it's the wallet I last used, so it uses the last used wallet from your mobile, and that's it. Scan QR code or tap the button, and then the money is sent. So this is how we can fund agents in the meantime. So yeah, and that's embedded into MessageKit, so it's generated. You don't even have to build the frame. It's just a part of MessageKit.
Okay. Yeah, basically, if you're on the desktop version of Converse, you can just simply scan the QR code with any wallet app, and you should be able to pay. And if you're on the phone version, just simply click on this button, and it would redirect you to the wallet. Simple as that. Let's. I just sent some funds. Please check. I think Fabri just sent. Let's see if it received the funds or not.
You need to share. But going back to your screen.
Yeah. So now it has 5 USDC, if you can see. And it's asking, since it has the chat history being persisted, right, these are the 2 things that wasn't there initially. Even the agent kit does not have any chat history being persisted. And even the message kit does not have any feature for now where the chat history is persisted. So it remembers that you initially asked it to send 5 USDC to human agent, right? So I'm going to tell, okay, let's send just 2 USDC. Because I'm going to keep the rest of the 3 to show something. And since it's a transaction thing, I just added a layer of confirmation so that users don't end up just simply saying, hey, send over everything that I have. Yeah, let's send. And Fabri, can you confirm if you've received or not? Once it executes the transaction.
Checking.
Few seconds, it uses the CBT SDK to do all of this stuff.
Yeah, I just received 2 SDC. You can see it on the screen.
Can you show?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And now let's try another thing, that is swapping. So let's try, can you swap to, so right now, effectively, I have 3 USDC. Okay, and I want to swap 2 USDC to ETH. I can swap 2 USDC. Yeah, go ahead. So this is just a trailer of what is possible with this agent of this entire partnership with in partnership in the sense potential of building MessageKit and along with the CBT SDK, the Coinbase. It just successfully swapped 2 USDC. Now let's check the balance. What's my balance now? Oh, by the way, it can also tell you what trending meme tokens should you invest in. I don't know if that interests somebody or not. So right now we have only 1 USDC and 0.003. What meme tokens should I invest in today? So here it gives me a list of 10 meme tokens along with the current price and the change in the last 24 hours, 0.4% change in all of this. Now it's totally up to you if you want to invest and get rich or if you want to just sit there. Anyways, this is just a trailer, and I'd quickly give you guys a overview of how it works. Basically, there is a Python server in the backend, which is receiving API requests from the Converse app directly. The MessageKit has one single skill, that is a message handler, that is actually sending requests to our Python server. And here you can see all the requests are being received and processed by our agent here. I successfully swapped to USDC. It's invoking the tools, all the different tools. I built certain custom tools. For example, these meme tokens tools I built. There are a lot of other stuff that you can do apart from this thing. It can also deploy NFTs, mint NFTs. It could do everything. So yeah, now I'm gonna try open sourcing it within this week. I don't know if anybody has any questions, by the way, they can go ahead. But I was particularly interested in building this because I myself am an AI engineer, and I was, for quite some time, I was trying to bring this entire AI things on the chain, right? Trying to bridge that gap. And I even had a call with one of the Coinbase devs recently, and they said that if we could find potentially a way for people to be able to pay via fiat currency, and let's say I want to send somebody USDC, okay, can you send 5 USDC to humanagent.eth? And it gives me a QR code which you can scan via any payment app, Apple Pay, anything, and you can pay via fiat as well. CDP SDK right now supports it, so it would be really huge. And I am thinking of a possible feature with this as well, in the sense I'm trying to bring this entire agent building process natively into MessageKit using the CDP SDK directly, not AgentKit. CDP SDK, LangChain, MessageKit, killer combination. Thank you so much.
Applause. That was great, Raihan. Yeah, that was a end-to-end flow. I think that was the thing that Kevin was thinking about too. Like, how do you fund the agents, right? For now, QR codes, mobile, frame transactions. That's the way. And yeah, so I think this is awesome. It's great that you're going to open source this, allowing developers to build with Coinbase, with MessageKit, with XMTP. So yeah, again, great work, Raihan, and great work to all. Yeah, that was very impressive across the board.
Amazing. Thanks so much, everyone, for joining, and Fabri for moderating. And again, yes, I echo Fabri's sentiments about it. Raihan, thank you for open sourcing that work, and looking forward to what comes after your trailer. Very exciting. I'd love for folks here to be able to hear what's coming up for the engineering team. Some great new features coming up, and Naomi, would you mind walking us through that? Let me go ahead and share the screen. Here we go. No.
Thanks, Jeha, and thanks everyone for the demos. Yeah, so as you know, we released a 3.0.0 of all of our SDKs a few weeks back. We're moving towards getting that fully featured, matching our V2 support. And so that's kind of these first 4 items here. V3 frame support is incoming this week. We're working on the HMAC push notification support. Streaming support inside of our browser SDK, and we're going to take a revamp on our content types management. So previously in V2, you had to kind of manage those associations, and we're going to try to handle that for you. So yeah, other than that, we're working on bug fixes and performance, decentralization, and a V3 only version of Converse. So a lot of stuff happening. We've also published a lot of docs in the last few weeks. So go check them out. Our docs.xmtp.org should be V3 only now. We have an upgrade doc in case you have some frequently asked questions about how identity and things like that change. And yeah, please reach out to me on Converse if you have any other questions. I'm hanging out in the XMTP devs channel on Converse. I think we also have an XMTP games channel you can find me pretty much anywhere. So yeah.
Great. Thanks so much, Naomi. Any questions or any thoughts anyone wants to share before we wrap up? All right. Well, I appreciate everyone sharing today and being so open to learning together. Nice to see you, Kevin. Again, thanks for joining last week's call and today's. And Patrick, good to see you as well. All right. Well, I hope everyone has a great week. And our next call, December 3rd, we will have the team Marcus and Nicola from the DGen1 ETHOS team come and talk about their XMTP integration with ETHOS and probably show off a prototype of the DGen1 device. So very excited about that. We'll be sure to send out our usual promo, so you'll get a reminder there. So, all right. Thanks everyone for joining. Take care.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.